But you know what happens tonight? Yes, football season, and the Thursday night game is coming up. Mere hours from now, we'll be into Week 9, of course, of the pro football season. Rich Eisen is going to be talking about it like crazy, of course, beginning today. But every Thursday, we get together with a special guest on the Miller Lite Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline to sort of share our picks in the WCTC Pro Football Pick'em Challenge. And let's welcome in the general manager of Mercedes-Benz, Catena Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Doug Wells back with us this morning to talk a little Week 9 football. Doug, good morning. Welcome back. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well.
It's a beautiful day today.
I was just going to say, this is a nice day to go motoring, if you will, in a Mercedes-Benz. What kind of ride would you recommend on a beautiful November day like today?
Well, today is the day that you actually take out that E450 convertible. You drop the top, put on a little heated air scarf, and enjoy the sunshine.
It's going to feel like mid-May today, Doug. That's a great day to get out and just enjoy the roads of Jersey in that Mercedes-Benz, right?
It is the best day. This is a day that you get to enjoy the great weather, check out the cool colors on the leaves, and seeing the trees, and just this is a day that you enjoy.
That's right. Right.
I wish I was off today.
You and me both. A good day to be, I don't know, maybe swinging a golf club or two somewhere, right? That's a good day for it today.
I would say golfing. I actually wanted to be out fishing for some stripers today.
Oh, that sounds great, too.
Work.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, the pro football picks this week, and before we get to that, I had a really, really awful thought this morning, Doug, and I was thinking that, you know what, I have such tremendous admiration for you that if I wanted to really, really be a bad guy, since I do have a one-game lead over you in our ongoing contest here, I was just thinking, why don't I just wait for Doug to make his picks, and then I'll just pick the exact same teams, and this way you never catch me. But what fun would that be, right? That wouldn't be sporting of me at all, now would it?
That is true. and I never, and just so you know, I never even thought of that.
That would be incredibly evil of me. And since I do have such great admiration for you, Doug Wells, I would never do that to you in a million years. We're going to do this on the up and up. So, but that
I believe in winning fair and square. So.
Right. And I have a one-game fair and square lead, which could be dissolving very quickly. Maybe as early as tonight, Doug. This is Oakland at San Francisco. This is an awful game for a national game on a Thursday night. I'm only taking San Francisco because they're at home, and they're probably not the less worse of the two teams. Who do you like in the Oakland-San Francisco game tonight? I
actually agree with you with San Francisco. And think about it. This used to be one of the greatest rivalries out there.
Oh, yeah.
This used to be, a game that if it was, for Thursday night, Monday night, this was the game that everybody wanted to watch.
Yep.
And I think this is going to, unfortunately, it's a disappointing combination.
Times have changed. Oakland, that defense used to just leave you black and blue. And, boy, San Francisco, you think of Joe Montana and the glory years, but these two teams are so far away from that now. When you're a combined 2-13, somebody's got to win. So I will take the 49ers simply because they're at home. Another good matchup, Jets visit Miami. Now, I know the Dolphins beat the Jets at MetLife earlier this year. Jets, I don't know. They looked not that great against the Bears last week. I think Miami is tough at home. I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this matchup. But, Doug, who do you like, Jets or Dolphins in that one?
I like the Dolphins. I mean, I grew up a diehard Dolphins fan.
Okay.
They're not the same team when I started watching them. But I just think the Jets still have a few things to do. I mean, the Jets could turn around and become play like they did a few weeks ago and beat the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to take this. Yeah,
me too. You go back as far as Bob Greasy or somebody before that, Doug?
Bob Greasy, I think it was 1970. The Cowboys and the Dolphins played in the Super Bowl. And
right.
My father said you want to bet $1 on the Super Bowl.
Nice.
So I was a very young lad, and I go, okay. And he goes, okay. He took the Cowboys, and I got the Dolphins. That's how the Dolphins actually became my favorite team.
Wow, and that's how it started. And Dan Marino and all the years after that, very cool. See, I like when a guy sticks by his team, Doug. I stick by the Jets, and people say I'm crazy, but you know what? It's my team. They'll always be my team. But your team is going to beat my team.
I think so. I mean, I was in Jacksonville when Dan Marino played his final game.
Wow.
Playoff game. It was a disaster of a game, unfortunately, and it was sad to watch Dan Marino go out that way. But Danny's a class act, and that's a quarterback you say. Wish the guy would have had a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate sometimes, Doug, but in the world of sports, we kind of gauge greatness based on number of championships. That is so unfair for a guy like Dan Marino, who was fantastic. So what? He never won a title. Look how many great baseball players never win the World Series. It's unfortunate that we equate championships with greatness. Doug, but Dan Marino will always be one of the greats. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, another game. Let's. This is a tough one to pick too. With Pittsburgh visiting Baltimore. Now the Ravens beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night game earlier this year. But I don't know. The Ravens have had some trouble. They lost on a missed extra point, and their defense, which they were kind of hanging their hat on, didn't look that great against the Panthers last week. Pittsburgh's playing better. They could be inspired, unfortunately, by the awful events that happened in Pittsburgh last weekend. It kind of rallies people together sometimes. Maybe the Steelers go to Baltimore and knock off the Ravens. I have the Steelers winning that game. What about you?
This is a toss-up game. The Ravens' defense is incredible, but when it comes to a tough defense, Roethlisberger is probably one of the toughest quarterbacks in the pocket I've ever seen. The guy just stands there and he knows how to just lay the ball out. If Pittsburgh comes in with the mindset they're going to play together as a team, I go with Pittsburgh. But this is going to be a game, I guarantee you, that's won in the final 2 minutes.
Wow. One of these kind of last team with the ball is going to get it done, right?
That's what I think.
All right. We'll see what happens. I have the Steelers going to Baltimore and beating the Ravens there. The next 3 games, Doug, that we'll talk about are all fantastic, and they're the later games on Sunday, including the Sunday night game. Let's start with the L.A. Chargers, 5-2. They've only lost to the Rams and the Chiefs, so they've got 2 tough losses and 5 great wins. They go to Seattle to take on that defense and that 12th man in that very intimidating stadium they have there in Seattle. I have the Seahawks squeaking by the Chargers by 1 score. Who do you like, Chargers or Seattle in that one?
I think this is going to be another one of those. This is going to be a really good game.
Oh, yeah.
Chargers are coming off a bye.
Mm-hmm.
So they're either going to come off a bye super fresh and ready to go, or they're going to be a little stale, a little, tough.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a game that's going to come down to I think, Rivers having to drive the ball down the field to either kick a field goal or get a touchdown to win the game. I may lean towards San Diego.
Okay. And
I forgot where they playing home.
This game is in Seattle. This is in Seattle, which is a tough place to go to.
I happen to agree. So that's where I may sway. Because I'm going to do my picks when I get to the office.
Okay.
I may sway back to the Seattle. I'm going to go with my gut when I'm scanning through the computer later.
All right, we'll see how it goes. But this is a game that both of these teams, Doug, are looking at a chance to maybe they're both chasing another team. The Chargers are trying to catch Kansas City. Seattle's still chasing the Rams. This could be a chance to get a win and maybe do a little damage. Speaking of the Rams, that stirring win last week against the Packers, this is when I thought the schedule was going to get easier. Not exactly. They're 8-0. They are visiting the Saints in New Orleans, who haven't lost since week 1. They're 6-1. That defense has beaten people up. Drew Brees is playing some great football. Maybe is this the week that the L.A. Rams get their first loss? I say yes. I say the Saints stay hot and knock the Rams off of the ranks of the undefeated. Who do you like in the Rams-Saints game? That's a real good one.
I think this is going to be a tough one. Also, I agree with you. And I happen to agree. I think I lean towards the Saints on this one because they're playing in New Orleans.
Yeah, and it's got Mercedes-Benz.
In that Mercedes-Benz stadium.
Of course.
I think that you're going to see a tough defense.
Yeah.
And it's going to put a lot of pressure on them.
That is going to be fun to watch. And for the Rams quarterback who's in his second year, playing a tough game on the road, a tough environment, this could be a big test for him. So that's why I like the Rams in this one. And the last game, another great treat for us on Sunday night. How about Green Bay at New England? You've got Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady going at it. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game like that Kansas City game where they were back and forth. You got 2 of the great passers of this generation who are going head-to-head. And some people might say this could be a preview of a game that's going to be happening in early February with these 2 teams. I like the Patriots just barely, again, by 1 score at home, Doug, in this one. Who do you like, Green Bay or New England?
I always take the Patriots at home. That's just my gut. They're they're a team that always finds a way to win. And Brady is, I think, right now he's starting to gain his rhythm. So I'm going to go with, I agree with you. I'm going to take New England.
Yep, me too. And plus, the Red Sox with their championship trophy are going to be there, so everybody's going to be celebrating like crazy, and it'll be an exciting night in New England on Sunday night. But get your picks in, of course, at WCTCAM.com. Doug and I are competing head-to-head throughout the season. I am leading by one mere game. Loser buys dinner for the other guy and our regular season winner and a guest. So it's dinner for four that one of us is on the hook for. So go ahead and get your picks in. And, of course, the WCTC winner will also get this beautiful remote control car, courtesy of Catena Mercedes-Benz of Edison. But, Doug, as always, thank you. Good luck this weekend. I would never just mirror your picks so I could stay a game ahead of you. I would never do that. What fun would that be? But thank you for the picks, man. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk again next week. All right? Enjoy this beautiful day.
You got it. Thank you.